In Florida, the legal drinking limit is .08, but for those under the age of 21, it's .02. Walton has yet to face a judge. For now, reporting in Miami, I'm Fernando Rivera, 7 News. Ms. Plummer lived alone and didn't have any family that lived nearby. As for the driver of that truck, officials have identified him as Larry Ellis, but the cause of the crash is still under investigation. Reporting in Miami, I'm Fernando Rivera, 7 News. And police want to remind you that if you're stepping away from your car, even if it's for a second, to always turn your car off, take your valuables, and lock your car door. Reporting in Fort Lauderdale, I'm Fernando Rivera, 7 News. All right, a couple of protesters, about 30 to 40 protesters have now gathered in front of Wynwood Walls. They're here protesting recent President-elect Donald Trump. We also have police presence who blocked off the area. They want to ensure that this is a non-violent and peaceful protest. As far as last night's events, they do not want protesters to go onto the highways. If they do go onto the highways, they have told us that they will make arrests. For now, reporting in Wynwood, I'm Fernando Rivera, 7 News.
Here's Walton gets some room. Walton inside the 5. Walton down to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami.
UM running back Mark Walton breaking tackles and getting into the end zone, but there wouldn't be any running away from this sobriety test. Cops say he failed the test, which scored him a trip to the Miami police station.
His eyes were bloodshot, and that is what prompted officers to conduct the road sobriety.
Walton was pulled over on Southwest 30th Court and Southwest 27th Terrace. Police say they could smell the alcohol in his breath and that his speech was slurred. He was arrested around 4 in the morning for driving while under the influence and knowingly driving with a suspended license.
Someone observed that he may have been driving erratically, and his eyes appeared to be glossy, which is consistent with someone that is driving under the influence.
The police report says that at the station he blew into the breathalyzer and it registered a .059 and a .06. He's 19 years old and legally isn't allowed to drink. Walton scored 10 touchdowns last season, 9 of them which were rushing touchdowns. He had the most rushing touchdowns on the team. The athletic department released this statement, quote, "We are aware of the situation regarding Mark Walton and have taken immediate action by suspending him from the team. We have no further comment at this time," end quote. In Florida, the legal drinking limit is .08, but for those under the age of 21, it's .02. Walton has yet to face a judge. For now, reporting in Miami, I'm Fernando Rivera, 7 News. Surveillance cameras showing a City of Miami dump truck crashing into a yellow cab. It was the beginning of a massive accident where 11 cars were involved.
But this is probably like one of the worst incidents that we have seen that involved the city vehicle.
It happened on Northwest 17th Ave and 7th Street on Friday around noon. 10 people were hurt, 4 rushed to hospitals, and 1 person died on the scene. Pamela Plummer, who was 66 years old, had just been picked up by the taxi from her home a few blocks away, but it would be her last cab ride. Guillermo Acosta, assistant manager of the taxi company, says she was a regular customer.
She's been riding with us for over 25 years, takes the cab every day.
Nivia Medina, a longtime neighbor and friend, stunned by what has happened.
Buena persona.
She was a good person. She was caring. She was such a good neighbor. I could never imagine something like this happening to her. Kevin Uceda was on his way to get lunch when the accident happened.
My scooter was under the tire of the big truck, so I went flying, you know, thanks God I'm alive.
Now, with the broken nose, some scratches, and some bruises, he's glad he was able to walk away.
I thought it was going to be my last day in this line.
Ms. Plummer lived alone and didn't have any family that lived nearby. As for the driver of that truck, officials have identified him as Larry Ellis, but the cause of the crash is still under investigation. Reporting in Miami, I'm Fernando Rivera, 7 News.